Hey there friends, what's up? It's Lina and welcome to a very special video. Today we're gonna do a tier list with the horror games I've played this year. I mean, we've played this year. You know, because the year is almost done and like we need to make a retrospective of what we've played this year and how good or bad it was. So we know we won't make those mistakes again next year. Well, today we're gonna evaluate those horror games based on the jump scares, the atmosphere, like the ambience and atmosphere, and also the storytelling. So without any intros, any boring intros, because I want to keep you here because it will be a nice video. I hope you guys will enjoy this, and let's get into the video. Also keep in mind before we start that we're gonna talk about the game. I'm gonna explain a little bit of the game, and also I'm gonna show a little bit of a gameplay. So if you don't want to see that and get spoilers, please stop right now and maybe come back later after you will play the games. So thank you so much, and let's start. So first we have Dagon by H.P. Lovecraft. So this is a visual novel horror game based on a story written by, you guessed it, by H.P. Lovecraft. The game goes through the story by pointing and clicking on different objects to continue the narration. And honestly, the story is great, the atmosphere is amazing, but was I scared? Honestly, not really, only for one part where I didn't expect a jump scare there, and there it was. Did I understand the story? Well, honestly, not that much, only that there are some creatures that live in the depth of the oceans, and they will basically come and destroy humanity, and also the narrator was very addicted to morphine. So honestly, I think I will put Dagon on not great, not terrible, because the story was nice, because it was written by H.P. Lovecraft. The jump scares were not there, and also the ambience was quite nice. I hope that it was more interaction for us, because we played it. Next one, we have Egghead Gumti, a single-player horror game where you basically, instead of running from your attacker, you have to look it in the eyes and pray that he will live. You have to go and find the girl. You need to find some keys in order to open a special door that will get you into the end of the game. Did I finish it? Absolutely not. I couldn't. The game was smarter than me, and I honestly got frustrated with it because sometimes it was actually very hard to find the demon egg where he was looking at you, because the room was like very poorly made. I'm sorry, but like it wasn't like a good experience. So you will have to look on any corner, everywhere, but I couldn't see the egg. So basically, if you couldn't find the egg, he will attack you, and I couldn't like get past through that. There was also this weird kind of dog creature that was staring at you, and I never understood what was his purpose. So in terms of story, not great actually. I feel like it's a basic story, not that many things explained, like how did you ended up there, or the girl. Jump scares pretty good at first, but then you kind of get used to the egg, and the ambience was kind of weird. So honestly, I will put Egghead Gumti on not great, not terrible as well. It could have been better, especially because you actually pay for the game. Then we have Flicker of Hope, a free indie horror game where you are a candle and you need to save humanity by destroying a demon nun with your light. The puzzle was great, story was really nice for a free game. Also, it looked pretty good, especially the graphics. Jump scares, I don't feel like there were a lot of them, but you can feel unsettling when the nun is chasing you. And the ambience is amazing, especially because you need to light so many candles in order to progress the game and to actually see where you need to go. This game kind of gave me vibes of Little Nightmares, so definitely deserve a try. I will put the Flicker of Hope again on the not great, not terrible list, because it was nice. It was a free game also. It was free on Steam, so it was better than Egghead Gumti. But it wasn't terrifying. It was just an unsettling feeling from time to time. Next we have Craven Manor. It's a puzzle horror game. It's free on Steam and gives you so much vibes of Amnesia. Honestly, I didn't expect much of this game, but here we are. Basically, you enter the manor to investigate the weird family that lived there, because they were making bronze statues out of people. Crazy, I know. You have to resolve a lot of puzzles, run from the weird bronze statues, and move from room to another room to reveal more puzzles. The story was nice, the ambience of the manor was amazing. I felt on edge the whole time, and the jump scares, not that many, but very good ones. The statues were terrifying, actually. And you know what? This game kind of deserves to be on the terrifying list because I screamed for some times, okay? So the statues were kind of crazy and kind of weird. So yeah, also the ending was amazing. 10 out of 10. Loved it. Next we have The Night Delivery by Chilla's Art. Those guys never disappoint. You are a delivery guy, you are at the last stop of your shift, and you have to deliver the packages, of course. While delivering each package, you are starting to discover a story about a guy who is stigmatized because of his problems by the people living in that complex apartment. When delivering the packages, you constantly feel like someone is behind you or something will jump from the front. Just like that girl. The VHS camera makes the ambience so spooky and you feel on the edge all the time. The game has 2 endings and honestly this game kind of deserves a place on the terrifying one because Chilla's Art really know how to make a game where you feel like you are chased or like you are watched all the time, even though maybe you are not. But I think you are. But yeah, I feel like this was on the terrifying list. Alrighty, we're going to the good ones. Outlast 2. Don't ask me why Outlast 2 is in the front of Outlast 1. We don't have an answer. Anyway, Outlast 2. Is there anything else to say about Outlast 2? You start as a journalist who is investigating with his wife the weird death of a girl from a weird cult. Some weird stuff are happening, the helicopter gets destroyed, and you cannot find Lynn, the wife. So you start looking for her while some weird-ass cult monsters people are trying to terminate your life. You find Lynn, but then she's kidnapped again by some branch people and the weird lady I think licks your face and that was so disgusting. Overall the game is terrifying, the huge lady is terrifying, and also the fact that everybody wanted to make you unbreathable. Yeah, that was no fun. And also don't forget about the school visions and the weird Catholic teacher that became a monster because he is. Honestly, I feel like it wasn't a game that I can say for sure, yeah, I pissed myself, it was so bad. Like, it was bad, it was so bad. But like, it wasn't that bad where like I wanted to quit forever the game, you know? So I didn't piss myself. So this deserves a terrifying place. Next one, we have Outlast 1. Let me tell you, I had nightmares because of this game. This was worse than the Outlast 2. This got me on edge every time. I almost pissed myself a couple of times. So you start as Miles Absher, a journalist who receives an email from a whistleblower that says, hey, there is a weird-ass asylum that makes weird experiments on people. You might want to come and see what is this about. And Miles says, sure, hold my camera, I am in. So you arrive, you enter the asylum, and holy damn, the things are even weirder than you can ever expect it. Lots of blood, lots of people that suffer from traumatic things, and an entity called the Wall Rider. If this doesn't sound scary, wait till the big guy calls you little pig. And then you will hear for the rest of your life the clicks on his chains. There is so much more to this game, but honestly, this game deserves a piss yourself rank because it was so bad. It was traumatic. I felt like I didn't felt. I was chased all the time. It was terrifying, but I loved it. Would I play it again? No. Alright, next we have Revenant Devils. This is not really a horror game, but I do feel it deserves to be spoken. So these are these 2 weird entrepreneurs that come to a city and they have a really weird business plan. The man kills people, the meat is used for cooking, and their clothes are used to make more clothes, so like 0 waste. As you progress in the game, you can upgrade the restaurant, the clothing shop, and much more. Is it scary? No, the story is nice, and I feel the only thing you can get scared of is the fear of being caught. So honestly, this is not great, not terrible. It's amazing if you want to like chill with a little bit of horror because you're not on the edge, you're not scared all the time, but it has a little bit of horror in it. Next we have Real Stories from the Grave, Maleficium. I have no idea if I said that correctly. This is the demo because the game didn't come out yet. So honestly, I didn't get that much from the game, just that you play as a girl that has visions and a cute dog. Your mom is sick, probably because the father cheated on her, but the father blames you. You have a vision of your mother jumping from a cliff, and after that you lose your dog, you go to find the dog and you find a weird cave where a witch is probably hiding. You get the dog, you save the precious one, and then you probably open a portal to hell. This is what I get from the demo. It was weird. I mean, it was just the demo. But honestly, this deserves a could be worse. I don't feel like yet it's that horror, because you don't have jump scares. The only jump scares I feel like was the mother jumping from the cliff. And also there was a witch. Somewhat of a witch on a vision at the beginning. But it wasn't that scary. So I feel like this could be worse. Next, we have September of 1999. A lovely game. You are a serial killer who I think is recording what you are doing. It's a short horror game, a walking simulator where the days become progressively worse. The ambience is amazing. The jump scares really not there. But I do think that the game was not intended to have jump scares. The story is interesting, even though the character is not saying a word. So this goes to not great, not terrible. We don't have that many things to say about this one, honestly. Next one, we have Solitude Underwater. Amazing game for someone who has a fear of water, oceans, sharks, or any creatures. So you and your brother want to find a treasure that was lost in the ocean. You go down with a crate to look for it, but all of a sudden the wire breaks and you go down. The oxygen tanks gets destroyed and you lose the item that can help you escape. So at this point you need to move the cage to that tool in order to escape. I cannot tell you anything else because I got eaten by sharks a lot. I couldn't finish this, but I guess you can find a way to survive. Not me though. The ambience is scary, the story is pretty okay, I say, and the jump scares are terrifying if you have thalassophobia. So honestly, this deserves a terrifying place. I do feel like it's pretty scary. I told you, if you have like a fear of sharks and water and stuff, this totally will get you. So this deserves a terrifying place. Next, we have Table Manners. Honestly, I don't understand why this game doesn't have like a horror hashtag to it, because let me tell you, this game kept me on edge and was terrifying. From the start, you have to be on a date app and you need to make conversations with weird people, and then you have to take them on a date. But wait, you have to do everything for them while they look at you in disgust or their phone, even though you are trying so hard to make the date nice. This will absolutely going to make you piss yourself. I don't want to go on dates after this, and I don't want to play this game anymore. So yeah, piss yourself. That's your category. The Swine. This was a very cheap horror game. I feel like it was like under $1, so I played it for a cheap horror game from Steam video. So the game is about you and your wife moving to a new house. Also, yes, we have a wife. We never seen her face or like moving or something, but we do have a wife. So weird things are starting to happen. Weird pig people are watching our house, and our protagonist goes crazy. He apparently kills his wife, and we ended up in a cult like church, where I think the pig guy wants to use our body to put their leader's soul in, I think. The ambience and the atmosphere was nice. Some good jump scares, especially the last one where the huge big guy like jumps to get you. that was a good one. So honestly, this deserves a not great, not terrible. There weren't that many jump scares, but it was a good one. The Bathhouse by Chila's Art, another masterpiece. This game came out this year and it was one of my favorites to play. So you play as a girl who needs a job and a place to stay, and you find a job in a weird city, and you live for free in an apartment complex because you work there. So you have a weird boss who tells you that you stink, very nice of him, and you start to work. Some weird stuff starting to happening, like ghosts appear, a weird demon girl scares you in the sauna, and also trying to take you in the hell of the bath. Oh, and let me tell you, this place has a priest who I feel have something to do with the disappearances in the town. So yeah, weird things happened. Always on the edge, always having the fear that someone is watching you. Good jump scares, and the story is amazing, just like any other Chila's Art stories. So I give this honestly a piece yourself rank, because at the end I got a bad ending. Let me tell you, I always get the bad endings, but when I got a bad ending, the last jump scare, that was terrifying. Let me tell you, I couldn't do like a shower with my eyes closed after that jump scares for like 2 months. It was horrible. Next, we have the convenience store. So you are a girl working on a convenience store at the night shift because it is paid good. You work with a weirdo who scared me one time, and you receive notes on what to do by your manager, even though the manager is never to be seen. So you have to work and get through the night while a weirdo sends you some tips that shows that you are stalked. The nights become weirder and weirder, and apparently this place is haunted by a 3 meters ghost lady and a demon child. And you also find the manager with bloody eyes because he watched the tapes just like you, so at least you have a warning for the future. As always, the atmosphere is amazing, story great, but the jump scares, honestly, the jump scares could have been better. So honestly, I'm gonna give the convenience store a terrifying tag because of the atmosphere, not really the jump scares, yeah, but the atmosphere and the story. It was great, it was amazing. Next, the Mortuary Assistant. If Outlast gave me like nightmares, let me tell you, this game gave me insomnia. So you are Rebecca, you are working at a mortuary because you are the assistant, so the name of the game makes sense. You work the night shift and your boss tells you that you will be possessed if you don't find the body and the name of the demon. Funny things. So you have to do your job, and at the same time you have to find the demon while you are attacked and scared by them. If you find the right one, congrats! You get to see another day. If not, well, you will be possessed. So the game is terrifying, the jump scares are never the same. Yes, the game gets repetitive, but I still enjoy the gameplay. 10 out of 10 game of this year, I will put it on Piece Yourself because I never get the same jump scares. So I give the developers that. When I play, I never get the same jump scares, and I'm always on the edge all the time. Oh, and also points, because now it's festive, it's almost Christmas, and you can embalm and like incinerate Santa because he's a demon. So bonus points for that. Next one is Static Speaks My Name. I really don't know how to feel about this game. It's a really weird one. You play as someone on his last day, and you kind of see the way he was living till then, and also you have a man in the cage. I don't want to talk much about this game, just that it's so weird and not really that scary, but so confused and disturbing. So honestly, I will put this on could be worse. Next, we have Uninvited. This game is about some kids that are playing in a house to find some cards. In that house, it says that the sister of one of the kids committed S there because she was bullied in the school. So basically her ghost is chasing you. So the only thing you do is trying to find the cards and also escape the ghost. You have 3 lives because you can play only one time with every kid. So if you die, you need to go to the next kid. This game honestly was pretty nice. I gave them that. It was fun, very repetitive. Story was kind of short. But yeah, I'm gonna give this a not great, not terrible, because honestly the jump scares were nice, but they didn't scare me that much. Next we went back, a horror story where we need to find what happened on a spacecraft, because we wake up in a weird cell and everything is destroyed and we need to escape. So apparently there is a monster who destroyed everyone and everything. You have to find some moon phases in order to get a code so you can escape. Good game. I don't have anything else to say about this. It's free on Steam. Deserve a try, but it wasn't that scary. The ambience was nice. I gave them that, but it wasn't like that terrifying, so it's gonna go on the not great, not terrible. And the last one, Call of Cthulhu. And let me tell you, I tried so hard to actually like this game, but like, let me tell you why. So I wanted to like this game so much because we all love Daddy Cthulhu, but damn, it's so boring. You are an investigator who is trying to resolve a case of a family murder that was very suspicious, but like, we need to see more of the Daddy Cthulhu, and there is not. a lot of talking with other characters, a lot of walking simulator, and you feel like you're not progressing the game. I like the ambience, was nice, but there are no jump scares and no Daddy Cthulhu. So basically, I'm sorry, but I will put this on boring. It was boring. I tried to play this on Twitch, but like everybody got bored of it, so I had to discontinue it. It was just... I'm sorry for the fans of this game. I'm sorry. I gave it a try. I played, I think, like 5 hours of it, or 4 hours. I think 5 hours of the game, and I just couldn't continue it. So I'm sorry about that, but it is what it is. Alright, so we finished the entire list of the horror games that I've played, or we've played this year. Honestly, I feel like this was a good year for the horror games because I had the courage to actually play some horror games. And I tried a lot of them, and a lot of them were so good. Like Outlast, 10 out of 10, so good, especially the Outlast one was amazing. Table Manners, not even going to talk about that. So honestly, I'm curious of what other horror games you're gonna play on this channel, because I'm gonna continue to find them. So if you have any recommendations, don't forget to give them in the comments, or like send me a message on my Instagram or something. I always keep in mind what people want to see on this channel, so don't be afraid of asking for a gameplay. So yeah guys, this is it. Tell me what you think about my tier list. Would you have done it differently? Do you think that Cthulhu was better than where I put it? Tell me down in the comments if you have made this differently and how. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like, to subscribe if you're new, because it'll be so nice to have you here. And as always, I hope I can see you all on the next one. Bye!